Hello everyone, welcome to my second video. Just wanted to say thanks to my 5 subscribers already. It's only been what, 3 days? I think it's 3 days? Yeah, it's been about 3 days and I've already got 5, so I'm very, very, very glad. I'm gonna say glad. I didn't expect to have 5 already, so that's very, very good. So here we are at video number 2. I'd like to call this lesson 1, but I don't want to call these lessons. I mean, they kind of are, but I think you need to be a bit more, qualified. I mean, I'm not really a teacher, but I'm just kind of giving you tips and just talking about writing issues. I don't know. Okay, so I guess we'll go with lesson 1. Let's see, lesson 1. I'm going to call this mindset. Why is it called mindset? Okay. So I've noticed lots of writing advice, writing tutorials, when they're focusing on, they normally focus on like writing techniques, like straight away, like straight off the bat, as they say. But I noticed that one of the first barriers that most writers will encounter is a wrong mindset. So what do I mean by that? I said mindset. They kind of start off with like negative or incorrect beliefs and assumptions. For example, they ask themselves, am I even a writer? Weirdly common, this one. So my answer to that particular question. Hello, you need to focus. Hi. Yeah. And my answer to that question would be, well, it'd be another question. Do you want to write something? Have you tried to write something? Then I think if you have, then you're probably a writer. In my opinion, the only difference between a writer and a non-writer is that one of them wants to write continuously and or without being forced to by any kind of need or duty, or I mean, I won't say need because most writers kind of need to write for one reason or another. But most writers don't need to be pushed by like a external force, or it's not because you have to do it for homework or you have to do it for any particular reason. You just want to write. You just have to. I mean, you just want to, no matter what. And that can be confusing in the beginning, anyway. Then you just kind of accept it as part of who you are, I guess. So that is one. That's one thing they kind of ask. There's another one, which is, what if I don't write properly? I've heard someone say this before. I think it's another YouTuber called Shaylin Writes, I think. I might leave her link down below because I recently started watching her videos and she's pretty good. I don't think that there's a wrong or a right way to write anything. So you either write it or you write it better. I'd say this is because writing's a form of expression. So that expression will differ from one person to the next, and no one's going to be able to write your story the way that you write it. They won't be able to write it exactly the way you write it, no matter how hard anyone else might try to. They'll never be able to do it. It's quite as simple as that, really. Why? Because they're not you. That's it. They're just not you. And no matter how hard they try, they won't be you. And they won't express themselves like you. It's quite simple, right? Which in turn kind of means you can't write your own story wrong. And you can only write it as best as you can, and you can get better. That's all. You'll just get better as time goes past. You won't get worse. You might think you get worse because you get more critical of your work and you think, oh, I can't write like I used to. But that probably actually means you're getting better because you're starting to notice mistakes, which is very important later on. Let's not focus on that now because that will just put you off writing. That's kind of not the point. What was the other one? So the next question is, what if? Another what if? What if no one wants to read my story? This is a major one, even for people who I think have published their stories, or had them published, whether they self-published it or traditionally published it. I'm not gonna lie to you, it can be very, very hard to find people willing to read your writing, your story you're writing, whatever. Some people just don't have time. Focus. Some people don't have time. Some aren't interested in the story that you write, or they just aren't keen on your writing style, on your particular writing style. And that's fine, because not everyone's a reader, or not everyone's a reader of everything. And I think it's important for writers to be their first fans, you could say. And if you don't like your own writing style, you're free to write better, or to learn how to write better until you do like your own writing style. And to help with that, you can study writing techniques. There are loads of writing tutorials online on YouTube. You can read books from other authors, and even more importantly, you can ask yourself this. Again, very important. If no one reads your stories, will that really stop you from wanting to write them? If no one reads them, will you stop writing? Will it make a difference to you? Probably not. Probably yes. I don't know. I guess that's part of your identity as a writer. If no one reads, will you write? If you write, you are a writer, which answers the first question. And lastly, which is kind of related to all of the above, not really a question, it's just, I don't know how to write a story. How to write a story. Well, no one starts off knowing how to write a story. You don't really just know. It's not just one of those things. You might have a talent for it, a knack for it, but you don't know. And story writing is kind of a skill, just like cooking or teaching or carving. I don't know who really carves much these days, but you get the point. It's a skill, and for any skill, you have to practice, and you'll just get better over time. You learn from people that you, like I said, that from the tutorials, and from tutorials, from reading books. Everyone always says that if you want to be a writer, you need to read. I think you should read whatever you want to read. You can read books inside your own genre that you want to write, outside your own genre, different styles, styles that you like. Styles you like. All different, yeah, first person, third person. Oh, we can't even see. Yeah, well, just basically, yeah, different styles. When you start learning to write, you can start learning basic grammar rules, grammar rules, story structure. You can learn just basic again. I wouldn't say go too deep. Eventually you'll move on to plots and subplots. I guess learning how to spell would be a good idea, but you gain that through reading, because you kind of get familiar with words. Reading. Well, that's a whole other not lesson by itself. We'll go into that later on in other videos. But those are just the basic things that kind of stop people from starting to write in the first place, and they can be very big barriers. And they shouldn't be there, because anyone can want to write, anyone can potentially be a writer, but yeah, everyone can possibly be a writer, but you just need the know-how and the drive to succeed as a writer, and to learn, and the willingness to keep learning, because that's how you get better. Someone keeps on opening a door. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with another one shortly, hopefully. I haven't decided on an upload day yet, but still trying to work a few things out. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. But did you enjoy? Question mark. If you did, you know what you have to do. Well, you don't have to do it, but I would like it if you did. Like, subscribe, and share. Should I write it on here? Should I? I'm just going to do it anyway. Like, subscribe, and share this video, so other people can like it with you, and you can talk about it. Oh my god. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and have a good day. Bye.